I can't believe it's been almost 2 years since Gen V Season 1 ended, but our good friends at Vought have supplied us with a new Season 2 trailer. So I thought it would be fun to give it a look and see what might be in store for our sophomore year. If you haven't seen the trailer yet, I've left a link to it in the description, but let's not waste any time and get right into it. Here we have everyone's favorite blood-manipulating maven, Marie Moreau, in some sort of dingy bathroom. This doesn't look like Godolkin. In fact, later on in the trailer, we'll see we're at some sort of abandoned preschool. We'll see Kate, Jordan, Marie, and a girl I think might be Marie's little sister checking this place out, which might suggest this place holds a secret to their past. We'll soon find Marie on the run, chased by a soup named Dognot, who we actually saw briefly in The Boys Season 4 as one of 25 candidates considered for a spot in the 7. His powers are closely tied to a dog's, and if you listen closely, you can even hear him growl.
I thought he ate a dog.
He ate out a dog. It's a big difference.
He has superhuman smell, strength, and is a master tracker, which makes him perfect for trying to find Marie. If you look closely, you'll see he's holding a syringe in his hand, likely something to incapacitate Marie or perhaps even take away her powers for good. We'll also see blood pooling outside the tub, so either this fight got really messy or Marie's been experimenting with her powers. Luckily, Marie is saved by Starlight, and if the events of Gen V Season 2 pick up right after The Boys Season 4, this will take place sometime after Starlight witnessed Huey being captured. This looks to be the motel where Marie is staying, and Starlight tells her she needs her help, which involves her re-enrolling at Godolkin. If this is going to happen, it's going to require some major players. Since the last we saw Marie, she was imprisoned and framed as one of the students responsible for the massacre at Godolkin, which we saw at the end of Season 1. I believe this has something to do with Godolkin's new dean, Cypher. He sees something in Marie, and due to his ties with Vought, orchestrated a deal to get Marie and the others out of confinement in order to return to school and become part of his super soldier project. This likely has something to do with his belief that Marie might be one of the most powerful soups to ever live. My guess is Marie initially rejected this idea, ran away, but is swayed by Starlight to go back to act as a sort of double agent. We will see Marie apologize to Jordan for, quote, leaving her. What's going to be super awkward is having to be back with Kate, who betrayed her friends in the Season 1 finale. The last we saw her was in The Boys Season 4, where she was responsible for brainwashing Frenchie and coordinating his and Kimiko's capture. Here we see Sam's look at Emma as she arrives back at school. These two had a little love affair in Season 1, so this is going to be really awkward. You'll note the Whataburger in the background and television playing an episode of Firecrackers The Truth Bomb. Sam once again on the lawn outside Godolkin, fidgeting while it looks like Justine, the gossip maven, is next to him. You'll also see a teleporting soup in the background playing football with himself. Here's the trailer's first look at the new dean, Cypher, who states that the school has become a, quote, monument to mediocrity. This suggests he's going to be a total hardass and reinforces his motivation to create an elite group of super soldier students at any cost. This is hilariously juxtaposed to Emma in Hawaiian hula skirt and Lei being tossed in a game of flip cup. I do think this idea of frat parties will play a larger role this season, as this shot sees the deep in what appears to be some sort of frat initiation. Now, Cypher has some sort of connection to Elmira, the adult rehabilitation center it appears Marie and the others were taken to following the events of Season 1. We'll see Marie there with some sort of human shock collar, but who is this behind her? Could it possibly be her little sister, who we've yet to see as an adult? That certainly would give Cypher leverage over Marie to get her to do what he wants. Here we have what appears to be a flashback to Vought's Project Odessa. This was a secret project headed by founder of Godolkin University, Thomas Godolkin. And judging by what we see, it looks like this project got off to a bloody bad start. Starlight tasks Marie with stopping it, and it appears Cypher knows something about this project. Odessa also happens to allude to the Odessa Network, which helped Nazi war criminals escape after World War II, and we all know Frederick Vought was a Nazi. On stage at what looks like some sort of Comic-Con panel with the logo The Guardians of Godolkin, we see Jordan and Emma walk out with their parents clapping. They are now officially Guardians of Godolkin, along with Sam and Kate. They are enshrined with people like Queen Maeve and Crimson Countess in this celebration on Thomas Godolkin Day. We'll also get this interesting shot shot of Cypher stabbing himself across from Andre's father, Polarity. Now, because of actor Chance Perdomo's death last year, the actor who played Andre, his character had to be cut from the show, but it looks like they're having Polarity on a mission to find out what happened to his son. Now, Polarity has the ability to control metal, but I wonder, judging by Cypher's face, if Cypher does this to himself, or maybe he can take other people's powers. I mean, he does feel pretty comfortable grabbing Kate, although I should say that is done with a cloth to prevent her bare hand from touching him. That's all to say that he doesn't seem to be intimidated by other supes, so he himself likely has crazy powers. Cypher believes that his students can, quote, level up under the right amount of pressure, which may explain why he has them pitted against each other in these UFC-style cage matches. Here we'll see Marie against Jordan and a new ability unlocked for her. It seems Marie can manipulate all of the blood within Jordan and have her float in the air, unless this is a total fake out and it's someone in the audience doing it. But I don't think that, since later in the trailer we'll see Marie levitating several of her friends, perhaps seeing how far she can push her powers. Someone with a sledgehammer attacks the gang at the abandoned preschool. It's possible it's this guy, a supe named Vikor, who we saw in the teaser trailer at Godolkin, which suggests he might be one of Dean Cypher's henchmen charged with bringing them in. This shot looks to show Marie using some sort of healing power to save someone, perhaps her sister or Polarity. The power makes the entire room shake and lights flicker, which has me leaning more towards Polarity. Here is Cypher, a goat, and Marie in what I think is a glimpse at Cypher's power. He makes this goat spontaneously explode, which means he has a power similar to Marie's or Victoria Newman's, or has the ability to use the abilities of those around him. Whatever it is, he seems to be training Marie. And here we see Marie using her powers in the real world with a blood-like whip to attack those around here. Here we have Sam in another one of his hallucinations, giving me vibes of the puppet sequence from season 1. Polarity here alongside Kate breaking into Cypher's office, which would imply they found something bad on the new Dean. Maybe something that implicates him in the disappearance of his son. Jordan here in what is likely their escape attempt from Elmira, and Sam telling Kate he wants all of this to stop. Emma here experiencing another one of her embarrassing giant moments in some sort of office. Polarity scrambles on the ground as Black Noir swoops in. He was last seen at Vought Tower purging any employee who might have dirt on the supes and Homelander's coup. And what would a boys spin-off be without a musical dance number? These are Godolkin students dancing in blood, and here we can make out Rufus, the telepath. Maybe he or Kate are controlling them like puppets in their attempt to hone their powers, considering this seems to take place in the training room. Marie also continues her romantic relationship with Jordan in both his and her gender-bending roles. Sam here charging at Jordan and crashing the two of them through the Godolkin dorms. Marie opens this file folder and it makes me think of this one they found on Andre, so maybe they're learning something about what happened to him. Now here is one of the most interesting shots of the trailer. I think this could be Cypher removing Stormfront from this cylindrical iron lung type tube. All we really get to see is a charred part of the head, so it's possible it's someone else's decomposed corpse which is being preserved, in which case it might be Thomas Godolkin or Frederick Vought. Or maybe someone was cooked inside this tube. We'll see what appears to be this tube in this shot here. Now here is something wild. This looks to be Polarity going on some sort of killing spree. It sort of matches this image of him in the teaser, and we hear how he wants to burn Godolkin to the ground. No doubt he'll be on a quest to find out what happened to his son, and it looks like Cypher was connected in one way or another. But now I turn it over to you. What do you think will happen next? I want to hear your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Now I do plan on covering the whole season, so make sure you're subscribed when new episodes come out. And if you want more bad takes, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at ThinkStoryYT. Until next time, remember, Daddy loves you very much.